do they call these doors?
That is a Dutch door.
I'm gonna call it the door that keeps October and Patrick out when Mama's cooking.
Pat and Candace are excited to find their first home in Atlanta, but they can't agree on what to buy. She wants an industrial loft.
Oh, wow. I love this space.
What are you going to do right up here?
You can put your hands up and not feel like you're touching a ceiling. I mean, it's so open.
Just do this when you're hanging out at your house all the time.
He's looking for a single-family home with character and room to grow.
I can see a little play area for October out here.
I see a little play area for Dad.
When I see this, I just think about who's gonna mow the lawn every weekend.
Me.
Can they find common ground?
I think you're saying no before you see the whole place. Like, it looks like it's got a really good
We're seeing
potential.
the whole place right now.
You woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning.
I woke up on the sensible side.
If you were any kitchen appliance, what would you be?
Oh, I'll be a blender.
My name is Candace, and I'm a wedding planner.
I'm Pat, and I am a film producer.
I would be a oven.
An
I
oven?
think.
Why
Yes.
would you be an oven?
Because you have to use the oven for everything. We met on the internet.
The internet,
Yes.
the one and only.
He said, do you want to go out for drinks? And I said, sure. And then I met him, and he was British, and I didn't know, and I thought he was, like, faking his accent the whole time. So I was like, please just cut it off. And he was like, no, I'm seriously British.
In fairness, you have been the first person to like call me out saying it was fake. Usually people just go with it and will say, okay, yeah, it's real.
Like, I was like,
Yeah.
yes, Harry Potter. Oh, yeah, funny. What's going on, pretty girl? We dated for about 6 months, and then we got married, and we've been married for about 7 months now.
Well, in our family, it's the two of us and our new daughter, who's just a few months old, and our puppy Billy, a little corgi.
Yes. The furry Bill Murray. Hey, brother.
We love living in Atlanta. The Southern generosity down here has just been incredibly contagious. And then I hear Southern accents, and I think of Gone with the Wind, I think of all the fanciness, and then I'm sold.
It's also the big city vibe, so it's like best of both worlds. You don't feel like you're being pushed around, but you also feel like you're in the thick of everything. Yeah.
They currently live with Pat's parents, who themselves moved here for work.
We are in a apartment above the garage because once we had October, it just didn't make sense to live in the area we were living. We were living in kind of like a real, party town area, and we just wanted to, save money and then find the house of our dreams. October, tell your dad to hurry up, please.
They're now ready to buy their first place and are looking for a 2 to 3 bedroom home.
We set the budget at like $320. I mean, we could go to about $370, but I would feel more comfortable staying around the $320 range.
How about you, little one? What are you looking for?
She said, I want a loft like Mom. Even though I am a parent and I really enjoy being one, I don't want to feel like this is it. You're locking into like the cookie cutter house. I just don't want to lose my cool girl status. I want to, be able to feel cool in the space that I'm at. So my ideal style is something that's just like really open and airy, high ceilings. I really like the industrial type look. So we kind of have been looking towards lofts and things like that because I love how it's got exposed brick and like the exposed ductwork, big windows with a bunch of big light.
And lofts don't have large yards to maintain. Perfect for Candace.
Did you like that house we went and looked at with Jennifer the other day?
I had no yard, and it was a loft, so it was too much of what you wanted. My major problem with a loft space is that it doesn't make any real sense for us. We're in one giant room, and as much fun as that might be a novel for about 10 minutes, I think in the 20th minute, when we need a moment from the baby screaming, or I can take a moment of zen somewhere, I think having separated rooms and an outside yard attached to it will be incredibly helpful.
A single-family house with a more traditional layout would be ideal for Pat.
But what I love about every house here, though, is that every single one has different styles and character. Not one is the same as the one next to it.
I definitely want to go into a place and feel that the character of this is individual. The type of homes I definitely love are mid-century modern and Victorian homes.
Craftsmans are also high on his list.
I like this neighborhood. I want to be close to the fun stuff. I want to be close to the good restaurants. I want to be close to the downtown areas.
For me, I much rather would live in a home which feels right, and the location can kind of come secondary to that.
Here you are. All
Oh,
right.
my God.
Oh, this
Awesome.
is perfect.
For me, some of my must-haves, definitely at the front of the list is a quality porch. I definitely want a home which is structurally sound. I don't mind doing renovations, but more so I don't want us to have to fix that structure in the house.
I know he wants like the really updated appliances and stuff like that, but I feel like those are the ones that I can't cook on. So I kind of like it when something has a little bit of age to it. So
And I think it's going to explode the whole time. I mean, you see some old gas stoves, and I'm thinking that's going to just go. I don't think we've got into too many serious arguments about our differences, do you?
we don't argue, we just differ.
Today, their agent Jennifer has lined up a home in the neighborhood of Candler Park, just a 10-minute drive to downtown.
This is an industrial loft for you, Candace. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and it is well under your budget at $250,000.
Oh, that's good. It's
Yeah.
exactly the kind of like look I was looking for.
Well, I do like that it's under budget, but I mean, there's no yard or attached to the neighbor, so it's not very sensible.
It's a really cool looking space.
Unfortunately, we have to think more about things than just aesthetics at the moment, though, you know?
I mean, aesthetics are really fun to think about, so I'll stick with that. I like that it's got this little porch thing right here.
I have to say it's the biggest deck I have seen.
Sarcasm at its finest.
Absolutely.
I know Pat wants a yard, but there is a lot of green space as well as parks right nearby.
Oh, wow.
This is a very open space.
I love this space. It is so everything that I'm looking for, like from the floor to the really high ceilings. Oh, I think this is the coolest. I really like
I mean,
this.
I have to admit, this is very cool, but, you know, it's not very child-friendly. These stairs don't look soft.
Baby gates are a thing, and I think it's a really cool open
There's
space.
not many walls or doors. Where would she stay?
You've got a bedroom up and then a bedroom down. And, you know, because it's under budget, I've seen things done pretty cool with separating spaces, with either kind of a barn door or a sliding door.
Yeah. There's a lot of benefits from having a conventional bedroom.
Womp womp. I think it's really cool. Look, it's got the updated appliances that you like.
They're very nice.
And look at this countertop.
Yeah.
I love this countertop.
Marble.
And the cabinet spaces, they look so updated.
I definitely think you're thinking of your heart and not your brain right now.
Well, my heart's like...
I get that, but you got to be sensible.
I think you're saying no before you see the whole place. Like, it looks like it's got a really good
We're seeing
potential.
the whole place right now. And there's a lot of space which we're not able to use. Like, what are you going to do with right up here?
You can put your hands up and not feel like you're touching a ceiling. I mean, it's
You
so open.
just do this when you're hanging out at your house all the time?
I think that this living room is very large, and you could put all our furniture pieces in it.
Where would your dining room go?
Well, that's kind of like what that's for. You can put like bar stools and have, you know...
So you want every family dinner to be at a bar? You don't want to have to, like, look at each other and have a conversation?
You woke up on the wrong side of the bed this morning. This is a really fun, open space.
Sweetheart, I woke up on the sensible side. I may have overdone it a bit in what I said, but I had to bring it to reality in a way that it just wasn't sensible for us.
They look at the lower-level bedroom and bath before going up to the master suite.
I like this space. I mean, it's kind of like the downstairs one.
It's nice, but it definitely, you know, you are part of the living room. It's not private.
Check out this closet, though. It's really cool.
I like this most out of everything in the place so far. Do you know why it is, though?
Why?
There's a wall here, and there's a wall here.
Is the bathroom
right around here?
Perfect. Oh, this is a pretty big bathroom. I love the towels in the shower. That's cool.
So what do you guys think about this loft?
I just think that it's a really open, cool space.
Well, it's definitely not the style I was imagining. I think from the terms of sensibility and function, it doesn't work for what we're looking for.
I love that it bugs Patrick so much, so it's a win.
You're going to be sensible before we're done. I'm going to finally
You're gonna get this
convince you.
sensibleness in
At
me.
one point, it's going to click.
To please practical-minded Pat, they're going to see a single-family house. Still, nothing is perfect.
And oh, look, there's one of those lovely trains right now.
That's super loud. What's going on, pretty girl?
First-time buyers Pat and Candace are searching Atlanta for a home to share with their daughter October and puppy Bill Murray. But they have very different ideas of what to buy.
I always felt like I wanted to have like a unique environment where I could feel artsy and I could feel like good vibes come in and make me feel really creative.
I like to live in an unusual place, but I also want to find myself in a home which is functional and makes just a lot of sense for us.
So far, they've seen an industrial loft ideal for Candace. It's well below their $370,000 budget, but it didn't have the space and yard Pat wants.
Hey, guys.
Hello, hello.
So now their agents lined up a house in the Kirkland neighborhood, just 15 minutes east of downtown.
This is definitely an eclectic, artsy neighborhood. I think it will really appeal to Candace's vibe. And this home has some of the architectural features that Patrick really likes. This is a craftsman bungalow with some Victorian details with the trim. It's a newer home. It was built in the 90s, but it was built to look historical. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, just over 1,200 square feet, and the price is $339,000.
There you go. That's good. It definitely looks like the typical family home that I think Patrick's totally into. It doesn't really scream character to me.
You mean sensible?
Sensible,
Yeah,
yeah.
it looks great. I like it. The porch looks great. I love the color of the house, too.
But,
Yeah.
I mean, out front, this does look difficult.
Yeah, I mean, we're right on the street.
That looks like 2 train tracks right within walking distance. Oh, look, there's one of those lovely trains right now.
That's super loud.
Because this home is located across from the train, the price is lower and it fits within our budget, which is why I picked it to show it to them.
So the porch is right off the living room, though. That's nice, don't you think?
I really dislike how tiny this room is. This room is so little.
But you could have conversations from the dining room to the living room.
We could literally hold hands if I was eating dinner and you were watching TV. Like, it's so close.
Doesn't have too much character to it, but it definitely, I can see the function behind it, though.
It has a nice new
New kitchen, yeah.
with new appliances.
Oh, see, that's nice.
I actually don't mind the kitchen. I think that it's really cool that it's, you know, open to the dining room. I like the cabinets. I feel like they've been updated.
I like the countertops. They're nice.
There's a fenced-in backyard right behind the store.
Oh, great. Right off the kitchen. Let's go check that out.
Yeah. This is a really big yard.
This is great. This is huge.
When I see this, I just think about who's gonna mow the lawn every weekend.
Me.
You say you will, but
I will.
you'll be watching your soccer on Saturday and Sunday, and I'll be out here mowing, and I'll be cursing your name the whole time. This is the guest bathroom.
Correct.
Oh, that gets the job done. Seems very basic, but it's, you know.
Yeah, it's straight from the cookie cutter.
It hits the boxes, but it doesn't flourish.
It doesn't.
So let's check out the bedrooms.
Okay.
Definitely. Nice square.
Yeah.
It's a nice open canvas as of now. You got plenty of things we could do with it. I feel like a house like this is a blank canvas. It allows you to do what you want to it, and it still be practical and ready to move in today.
I don't want to be a diva, but this house is a bore.
They look at another guest bedroom before heading to the master suite.
I like this room. Oh, yeah. I think it makes up a little bit for other bits of the house.
Yeah.
This bathroom's
tiny
nice.
living room.
It's huge in here.
Yeah, this is a big space.
It ticks all the boxes that we wanted,
Yeah.
so it's definitely safe, you know,
Yeah.
like the safe option.
I agree.
So you've seen the whole house. What do you guys think?
There's cool places we could walk to from here, so I do like that aspect.
The trains isn't very nice, but it has 3 bedrooms, so we have a spare place for someone. It's move-in ready. We wouldn't have to worry about anything but the baby.
I feel like the vibe I get from this house is very basic. Like, it's just kind of your cookie cutter shell house.
But that can also be a positive, too, though, if you think about it.
That's a good point.
You're not that sold on it, I can tell.
To get the artsy yet sensible house they're looking for, they have to go out to the burbs.
It does seem like it's got a lot of yard to it, though.
Yeah, but it's really pretty landscaping, isn't it?
Say, we're gonna find you a house, girl.
Problem is, these first-time buyers in Atlanta can't agree on what they want. Candace wants a home with an artsy, creative vibe, while Pat is pushing for sensible living spaces that'll accommodate their growing family. Working with a budget of $370,000, they've seen a well-priced industrial loft, exactly what Candace is looking for.
Oh, wow.
But Pat didn't like the layout and lack of space. Then they saw an updated Craftsman, ideal for Pat, but it was a little too bland for Candace, and being so close to the train tracks was a concern.
No, I like the looks of this.
So now their agent has lined up a house she hopes is unique enough for Candace and has the space Pat wants. But it's in the more suburban neighborhood of Lindbergh, 20 minutes north of downtown.
I'm actually kind of nervous that it's a bit too bland and cookie cutter of a neighborhood.
It's definitely a bit more suburban than some of the things we've been looking at. But with that being said, I think for a child, growing up in a suburban area might be a bit better than a cityscape.
It does seem like it's got a lot of yard to it, though.
Yeah, but it's really pretty landscaping, isn't it?
This is a ranch. It is a 2-bedroom, 2-bath. It's listed at $364,900.
I mean, it's a little bit more than we wanted to spend.
Yeah, but I do like this porch. It's very mid-century modern for a ranch-style house, you have to say. I really do like it. It suddenly has character.
It's definitely really far from the loft that I wanted. This space is
very
interesting.
Cool. I think this was a carport.
No.
And I think this was a front porch.
I love the extra functionality of this additional room.
Yeah, I mean, I can see a little play area for October out here.
I see a little play area for Dad.
I love this old door. Okay, so it goes straight into the living room.
You got a lot of light in here. There's a lot of windows.
Really
it's a
do like that
massive
window.
space. This is great. You can see the neighbors quite close though.
Oh, yeah, you can. So this would be the dining area? Mm-hmm. But I really don't like that if the dining room table was right here, this light is way over here. It totally ruins this walkway. But I do like this door. What do they call these doors?
That is a Dutch door.
So I'm gonna call it the door that keeps Patrick and October out when Mama's cooking.
That's totally cool with me.
I'll let y'all in so we can look at the kitchen.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely do not love these appliances.
I really don't like this countertop. This green is just not doing it for me.
Actually, I quite like the green.
You do?
Yeah.
This is a really, really ugly countertop. This kitchen just isn't doing it for me.
You can give it a new look for just a little teeny bit of money.
Give it like a C minus.
I give it like a B+. And I was never a B+ student, so that's a pass for me.
Here are the bedrooms. Guest bedroom here.
I mean, it's, you know, a basic room.
I think it's a little bit more than basic, but okay.
In this house, I don't know if my cool girl status would be revoked or renewed. It is a bit, you know, like family home, like kind of got that bland vibe to it.
Here is your hall bath.
Wow, this is yellow.
It's sunny.
It's sunny, that's a good way to put
Sunny
it.
side up.
It's original.
It is, yeah. I like these old tiles. I think it's kind of fun.
I mean, it works, it's okay.
So this is the master suite.
Oh, I like this. I don't like that you can't see the neighbors again right over the top, though.
Yeah.
Oh, I like this bathroom.
This is good.
This is huge.
Yeah, this
really
is
like
an
this
add-on.
I love these glass tiles.
So what is this thing attached to the toilet?
That would be a bidet.
That's too fancy for us.
Yeah.
We'll break that.
It's French. Now, so does this go straight outside to the backyard?
Sure does.
Oh, wow, I love this.
I love
This is so nice. Wow.
It doesn't even look like there's a lot of yard to maintain, but it still feels like an open space.
Guys, there's a hot tub.
That makes up for the countertops in the kitchen for me, easily.
When is he gonna use a hot tub? It's always hot outside. Why are you gonna be hot in a hot tub?
So what do you guys think?
It's not industrial, it's not a loft space, but the vibe I get from the house is just kind of a creative, unique vibe.
The natural light in the porches are fantastic. I think I'd spend most of my time out here.
So tell me what some of the negatives are.
That kitchen's a total gut job.
It is a bit small.
And the neighborhood is a lot blander than I would like.
True.
I think this is definitely suburbia. Well, I still want to have my cool girl points.
Maybe, hopefully, this garden will make you feel like a cool girl.
Since none of the houses has everything they want, they'll have to decide if having a unique style, sensible layout, or urban location is most important.
So what are your initial thoughts?
I definitely liked some of the houses we saw. It's a pretty day for a picnic.
Pat and Candace have been searching Atlanta, Georgia for their first home. Having seen several options in their $370,000 price range, they're ready to make a decision.
The loft coming so under budget at $250 was just a gem. It's the style that I've always wanted, and it was just a really cool vibe.
Okay, I might have liked it more than I let on at the time. It was a very fun place, but I don't want to live that close to neighbors. There's not that much room to grow in there, and I think it's, you know, we're going upstairs with the baby, and it just seemed a bit dangerous.
Tell me what you thought about the Craftsman.
It was my style completely. It was under budget at $340.
And it was big. It had 3 bedrooms.
Yeah, and I mean, it had a fenced-in yard as well, so I
Yeah.
would spend a lot of time out there.
But I think it was really boring. It was Snoozeville.
That location right on the train tracks, it's a really tough sell for me. And then there was the ranch at $364.
It had some really good charm to it.
I wasn't initially looking for a ranch style either, but I loved all the natural light, and that garden was gorgeous. I loved porches all over it as well. And I just thought there was a lot of room to grow in that house.
It was really interesting. I do hate the price, though. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think I like the ranch more.
Really? The ranch? Wow,
Yeah.
I had to put my food down. Wow. That's a surprise.
The ranch is so anti-cookie cutter that I think I love it.
Now, how nice is it going to be to have a place for the dog to go out and run in the backyard?
You're right. You're always right. Well, cheers.
Right,
The ranch it is.
to the ranch.
Scarves are the hardest thing to fold up.
Shockingly, you put away all your things before mine.
We have been here.
2 weeks?
Yeah, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
It is just the best. It's great being homeowners.
No, it's fantastic. We love it. The time we've been here so far, it already feels like home.
The house was listed at $364,900. We offered $355,000.
Yeah.
And then they came back with $360,000, and we took it. We were just really excited to get it at that price.
Yeah, it was a super smooth process.
But now put. So far to the house, we've moved in our furniture. I've started my wallpaper adventure in the kitchen.
And I painted that door as well. But I can't say the idea of the door was mine. It was actually yours.
I just thought it was really important for October to see as she's growing up because she is part British. And plus, the colors are great and it's fun.
What do you think of our new home? Do you like it here?
I love your new home. It is
Yay.
so unique, just like both of you.
So I'd say a big compromise for this home was that I thought I wanted something industrial with like really high ceilings and no yard, and this definitely has a yard and it feels like a family home, but in the end it was really what our family needed, and we really started putting our unique twist on stuff so I can still feel like a cool girl but have my, family home, so it worked out. Bill Murray is just so excited to have a big yard, and he is like the happiest dog in the neighborhood. It's great.
The moment she's on her feet, it's like, I want you training her.
Women's soccer? Oh, absolutely. Yeah, exactly, man.
I'm looking forward to most seeing all the memories that we can make as a family here. October's first steps, and just all the milestones. We're looking forward to having our first everything.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to just growing as a family in this home.
Mm-hmm.